imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together.
Hi, my name is Mark Ramos, and I've been a minister for approximately about 5 or 6 years. I go to Indiana Bible College, where I've completed my bachelor's degree in theology. From there, I went on to minister not only as a student, but after I graduated, with ambitions of eventually becoming a pastor. I was the Indiana Bible College as part of the United Pentecostal Church, UPC organization. However, at this point, since March of 2004, I am no longer associated with the United Pentecostal Church. Since that point, I've gone independent, and I've been between churches. About that, what's motivated the abrupt change for both my wife and I is my background in learning Greek and Hebrew, more specifically Greek. I began to study things more in depth and wondering why things were structured the way they were. And I came to many conclusions about things that I've been taught all my life that are not entirely true or may have been added on, but wearing a goatee. They discourage that very strongly. In fact, state that you cannot be saved if you grow any facial hair as a guy. But I've always liked having a goatee. I just always have, nothing in rebellion, but I was basically told that I would be unsaved if I had grown one. But again, I came up to Bible school in Indianapolis and studied, and I was looking at the scriptures which were stated where why we believe what we believe, and I found serious drawbacks. And although it's not I am not going to say it's a racist group, but it was known as being more predominantly white.
It's teaching you and I and trying to tell the white man to get this powder keg out of his house.
In the Pentecostal churches, no. Sadly, no. Which is another reason why I'm where I am today, where I'm not associated with the United Pentecostal Church. They do not prefer women to be in leadership roles. They do allow women to minister every now and then, but they do not call it preaching. They call it to minister to the congregation. There were a lot of Greek idioms used, like we use slang today, or we use phrases like, if we say something now, we'll all know what it is, but 2,000 years later, they will not know what it means. And they take it literal. And so the translation came over literal. And, for example, in 1 Timothy, the verse comes out, women keep silence, learn in subjection in all things. And that was taken point blank. And they'll tear up the scriptures where it appears to be Trinitarian to find the root of the oneness message. But when it comes to men and women and subjection and things like that, they don't bother tearing it up. They leave it as is, leave it to the translation. So they are, in a sense, they are sexist in towards how their approach to preaching, and especially women preachers. And it's the approach and how they want to keep women in their own entity and their own place in church. It was Gandhi who said, Christianity is not the issue, it's Christians. Some things are not the way they look, especially in the Bible, and I know I can be criticized for this, but the King James Version, for example, it's not entirely accurate.
Hi, is everything okay in there?
Ow. Everything's fine. Solicitors?
Mosley, Pentecostal. I'm talking about circumcision for a female. This basically, men have been doing it for years. Because if that's what they believe, that's what they believe. Who am I to say that they should do something else? that's what you want to do, you know, that's what you want to do. But I don't approve of it. That's not my. But who am I to really place judgment on anyone? You know what I'm saying? I can't really say what I feel like is wrong. Yeah. But
So being in a Pentecostal church, you speak in tongues, right?
yeah, we do believe in speaking in tongues.
Have you spoken in tongues before?
Yes, I have.
Can you describe it?
It's like another feeling. It's like a straight connection with God that you feel when you're slain under the Spirit, you know. And sometimes it's for you only. Sometimes when you speak in tongues, it can be for the whole church to really understand. So.
Okay.
Hey, single. hey. No, I was just playing. Catch it on the screen like that. 238-2687. And this is Abdullah's report for his women in religion class. Yeah. Professor Kelly Hayes. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Yeah.